Hi, this is Brian Schiff with Functionally Fit. In this call, we're going to review a lower trapezius exercise that can be done with light dumbbells to help improve scapular stabilization and facilitate optimal shoulder mechanics. The lower trap is often weak and becomes fatigued and falls out with repetitive activity. This can lead to rotator cuff irritation, chronic shoulder pain, and also contribute to injury for our clients who may suffer from some form of subluxation or instability in the glenohumeral joint itself. The lower trap often gets dominated by the upper trap, and that leads to dysfunction in terms of how our clients move with overhead sports or overhead lifts as well. So to do this exercise, one of the ways I like to do it is using a stability ball. It can also be done in prone, on a plinth, or on the edge of a bed. It can also be done on an incline bench, but for the purpose of this video, I'm going to show you with the ball. And I'll position the client over top of the ball. Assuming they have good body control and balance, I will have them up on their toes. If you need to modify or regress, they can certainly be on their knees when you start this activity. The weight should really be a lighter weight. It's not a hypertrophy exercise. It's more about stabilization and control, and we want form to be ideal. We don't want them to struggle at all and use momentum. So in terms of cueing the client, I'll typically tell them we're going to move your arms in such a way that it is the letter Y. That makes sense to them. They get that most of the time, but it's really in the scapular plane if we think about it as practitioners. So in terms of the hand position, it can be done palms down. You may also see it is done with the thumbs up. I typically just seek the position of preference for the client, so I'm going to demonstrate one repetition of each. But as we get them ready to do it, you want to have the chin tucked in a little bit so we don't have them in this forward head or jutted out chin position. And then I'll cue them to kind of pull the scapula down and back initially, to just retract and pull there. And then we're going to lift, we'll pause at the top, and then we'll lower back down. So as you get here now, here's the other position, more of a thumb up. Again, down, pull the scapula down, retract. We're going to lift up, pause, and then down under control. And so it's really, again, all about neuromuscular control, stabilizing the scapula. We want a smooth, fluid movement. We do not want to see them do this type of an activity, which is very common, where they're going to fly up and gain motion through the spine itself. They use momentum, and so we've got to coach against that. So you can start with as little as 5 or 10 repetitions and cue them appropriately to maintain the proper angle, and then this will be an effective way to help target lower trapezius weakness and just promote overall better mechanics and shoulder health.